Hello, Quarter Pie here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we have a full bag of stuff that we're going to take a look at. So let's take a look. So this is all a bag from Michaels, in case you were wondering. I had a nice little shopping mini haul, and I'm going to show you everything we got today. So let's take a look. So first thing out of the bag, let's move the bag out of the way, is this glue. Why is it glue? This is double-sided tape. So it's kind of like your whiteout sticky thingamajiggy, but it's tape. So all you have to do is just push it down and then you got tape. Next thing we have here is some scrapbooking paper. I got 180 sheets. This was $20 in case you were wondering. Some of the other sheets were like 24 pages for $20 as well, and I was like, well, I saw this at the last minute and I thought this was such a better deal, and they're still really nice designs that I like, and I think it would work a lot better for what I plan on doing it with, so this is a perfect find. Next thing we have here are the Tombow dual brush pens. I'm so happy to get these. These were on sale at Michaels for $10 off each package, and I'm super happy about these because they're more expensive than I would like to pay for these markers, but since they were on sale, it was a great deal. So in total, I saved $20 on buying these sets of markers today. So that was awesome. The next thing we have here is some washi tape. I was already picking at the label, so that's not here anymore, but we have all these cute little thingies of washi tape. Absolutely digging it. So that's that. The last thing we got here is some Staedtler fine liners. I've heard really good things about these on the bullet journal community, and I thought they were the perfect thing to purchase. The thing about these is, well, I had microns before and they worked great, but for traveling they often leaked ink everywhere, and I didn't appreciate that because I never did that with my Prismacolors. Hopefully these are waterproof like the microns, but if they're not, I'll just use microns at home for when I'm using watercolors, but these are going to be great. That is everything I got today, so let's get a closer look at the unboxing. Alright, so let's take a look at the double-sided tape. So I saw this, and this was actually pretty cheap. I think it was like $3, maybe $4. I think it's $2.99 or $3.99, which is a great price. I thought they would be more expensive. The Tombow branded ones were super expensive. They were like $10, and I was not going to spend $7.99, I think it was, on double-sided tape. So here it is, up close. And we're going to do a test out for all the products in this video later on in the video, so just stay tuned for that. Now there's really not much unboxing for the paper, but I'll show you a little glimpse at the paper that we have. So we have to take off the tape first though, which is going to be such a struggle. Boom, boom, pow. And I'll show you some of the designs. So there's a lot of pretty ones in here. Showing you a quick glance. 180 sheets. Yeah, there's 3 of each sheet, so there's all these patterns that you see on the cover are inside. Thank you, Blaine. So all of the patterns you see on this cover here are inside it. Next, we're going to take a look at the Tombow dual brush markers. We're also doing swatches in my bullet journal and seeing how these really work, because there is a lot of hype about them. And I don't like following the bandwagon, but with these markers, they seemed like a heaven above. And you can close the package again because there's like little tabs here if you want to keep your package. I'm not going to, but just in case you want to save money. I really like the packaging, I just don't like loose plastic. Here's the next one. This one's a little tougher to open. These come in sets, but you can also buy the markers individually. In case you're wondering, there's numbers on the side naming them, I guess. But okay, so here are the 2 sets I have. The Bright palette and the Landscape palette, just in case you want to get the same ones I have, if you liked any of the colors. For my first reaction, I didn't realize they were this big. I didn't think they were going to be, there's my dog, oh my gosh. I didn't think they were going to be this long, first of all, or this wide as a barrel. I was quite surprised. Let's actually take a look at the brush nib. Here's the brush nib. Oh my gosh, I am so pumped to try this out. And the bullet nib. Next, we're taking a look at the washi tape. This was $10 for the entire roll. Exactly $10, not $9.99 or anything like that. The favorite part is this is definitely a reusable case if you wanted to use it. I personally don't really like the design, or again, the plastic. I like the top here. I don't like this part either that hangs on the hook. I'm not into that, but it's really high quality plastic for the cap. Pretty high quality for more than what I was expecting, but I wish that everything was that high quality plastic if they were going to go high quality on the top. So if we take a look here, let's look at all the designs. There's 8 rolls in this. Here's the pattern of this one. This is probably my least favorite one in the set. This one actually, I think I have shorts that match it. I absolutely love all of the designs on them. And most of my washi tapes are pretty outrageous, and so this is a nice calming thing. Whoosh. This one has some quote words on it. Now we're going to take a look at the fine liners. I've already opened these and taken off all the labels on them, so I'm probably planning on keeping the case because this case is really nice. It's really high quality and it's really cool. So basically when you open it, you can either pinch the sides to open it easily or just rip it off if you're going to go crazy. And it also, can it stand up on itself? If it could, that would be pretty awesome. Ah, it can't. What? It can. Oh my gosh, this is the best case. I'm so happy I'm keeping it. Alright, take a look. So, unclip. Boom. Squeezing the sides. Or ripping it off. However you want to do it. Step 2. Lift up. Step 3. Snap into place. With the other side. With the other side. Guys, this is literally amazing. Who comes up with this stuff? Who comes up with this stuff? I'm literally a million times impressed. Alright, so that is everything. So now let's get into doing all of the swatching and stuff-a-doo-doo. Alright guys, so now we have my bullet journal right here and we're going to start testing it out. It's not as black as the Micron liners. And the casing, the shell of the pen itself, is a little bit interesting because it has that matte textured finish, if you know what I mean. And I find that a little weird to get used to, but I know I'll get used to it pretty fast. It's just kind of weird. I'm going to compare them to Microns on the side. So let's take them out. This is my pencil case, in case you're wondering. I got it from Art Snacks Box, but it's by Baggu, in case you were wondering. So the sizes I have are 0, 0, 5, 5, 3, 5, and I threw out my 1 yesterday because I got really frustrated with it. Oh, and look at that. Look at the ink. There's already ink on my hands because there's ink all over the barrel because it leaked, and I cleaned it, but it's dirty. It's hard, very hard to clean these Micron pens. Alright, you can see this. You can see the struggle. There's ink all over my hands now. That's just ridiculous. And if my Staedtlers do that, I'm literally gonna throw them at a wall. I'm dead serious. It is the most annoying thing. Like, they shouldn't do that. I just think that's bad quality for Micron. And Micron are cheaper. Staedtlers are a little bit more expensive. But everyone likes Micron, and now I feel so stupid that I don't understand how everyone likes Micron when it's not that good. It's all green already, and I just bought this pen like a few weeks ago. Alright, now we're going to take a look at our tape. Pretty simple, I guess. You just move it along and release. Oh my gosh! I've never used this tape before, and it is so cool. It's dotted. That's pretty cool. It like releases off the sheet. So this, here it is, like the dotted pattern, and then it just goes into the system and rolls back on, I think. So that's how you know you're done, and then you have a finished roll. Now let's take a look at swatching our washi tape, because we were talking about tape, so we'll get back into tape. Here is the first one. It's a nice little pink color. The great thing about washi tape is it's so easy to rip. And I like how this set actually comes with different sizes. Usually I'm all for one size, but I can cut it. So that's nice. Oh, that is pretty. That definitely goes with my month's theme, which is like a quarterly color. It doesn't perfectly match, but it looks pretty good. And I've wanted a washi tape that matches because to test out these things. They're the same ones, so I'm only going to use one. Wow, great. It's clear. That's exactly what you want. Oh, whoa. Things are happening. And get this blender thingy. Alright, we're going to try our next test. This is called the tip. Oh god, this ain't transferred fast. You just hold the tip of the color that you want to transfer on top. I use this all the time in Copic markers, so hopefully I don't truly trash it. And if I do, that's what two blending thingy-majigs are for. That's not the right cap. Let's get the right cap, alright? Let's try it out. Here we go. Things are starting to happen. Oh gosh. Look at that prettiness. Ooh. You can get some really nice gradients with this. Definitely better than Copic markers gradient system, because it holds the pigment a little bit longer. Again, water-based, alcohol-based, totally different markers. This is probably one of the best things about these markers. No, not the best thing, but one of the best things. One of my favorite things about the mild liners is that the caps, let me show you, is that the caps come off and can alternate sides, so when you're using them, you can always put them on the back. Copic markers don't do that, which is probably one of the biggest problems with Copic markers. But these babies do, despite the chisel nib. That's probably their biggest problem. But these also do the same thing as the mild liners, which is absolutely spectacular. Alright, that actually looks super good, and I'm pretty impressed with myself right now. But cheating calligraphy I've used before. Let me find an example. Here's like cheating calligraphy, where you just darken the downstrokes with your pen. But we got legit stuff now, and we are testing out the legit stuff right now. That is pretty impressive. I'm seeing a huge difference with brush tips. Brush tipping, I haven't actually tried it with Copics. I probably should try that. That would seem fun. But brush pens make all the difference with your calligraphy and your hand lettering. So if you're considering if that's really all the difference, if you're just bad at art or bad at hand lettering, you're not bad. You're not bad. Don't ever think you're bad, because you're not. It's called practice. Practice makes perfect. But I've already seen a dramatic difference in my hand lettering abilities just from the utensil I'm using. So it's all about the brush tip, because if you don't have, like, if you have a stiff brush tip, it's not going to work well. I've tried that before. It don't work, girl. So I hope you enjoyed this video and liked my unboxing and review of these products. I might do a more in-depth review of the Tombos. Let me know what you think about that. But I kind of want to. But yeah, so that's all for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye! Up close? Here. Oh, I just knocked the camera.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.